Okay. I don't know if this shit's fucking working up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? How do we figure this out? Perhaps I do this. Perhaps I hit him with the... did all this shit. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know what's going on, motherfuckers. Why isn't this working like I want to do? Yeah, good question, Red X Wills. Can anyone hear or see me? What's going on here in this bitch? All right, you can hear me. Someone just write something there that says, I can hear you. All right, great, motherfuckers. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out how this shit works. You know what I'm saying? My friend came over. He tried to, figure some things out. I understood absolutely nothing about what he did. And he was like, press this button, press that button. But before I started playing some real games up in this bitch, I figured we'll start with some SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? Some WWE. 2K20, who are we gonna pick? You know what I mean? Let's see what we got here. We're gonna pick, why are there two edges? Oh, I think I downloaded one online or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pick, who the fuck is El Mago Jr.? I haven't played this game that long, but apparently El Mago, maybe he's on 205 Live or some shit. We're gonna pick Eric Young, one of my favorites. Alright, let's see. Oh, Fabian Aiken, I think I downloaded him too. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's go, motherfuckers. Goldberg, who are we gonna fight? I know who we're gonna fight. I think we all know who we're gonna fight. Come on. Where is that son of a bitch? Yeah, download all the characters. Wait, no. There we go. Alright, motherfuckers. It's gonna be Goldberg versus Johnny Gargano. Now, if I lose this match, that's gonna be pretty embarrassing, so that would be, that'd be something else, So yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out because I'm not sure if you guys are seeing me on YouTube. I tried to link my YouTube, it worked for the first time, and then it didn't. So I don't know. So we'll see. And I can't really write on the chat box.
Undefeated streaks in the history of this business. And has defeated many of the all-time greats. He may just steamroll his way to another win.
Oh shit, look at Gargano. Oh fuck.
And when it comes to Johnny Gargano, there is something inside of him that makes him near impossible to keep down. The resilient spirit, the never quit, never surrender attitude that makes him
just made an ass out of me. Look at that glitch right there, motherfucker. This kid sucks.
There's a screw loose in Gargano's head.
Come on, Gargano. I have nothing to say, bitch. Come here. Oh, shit. Hip toss. Get up, bitch.
Your spine.
Oh, you want another hip toss? Oh, shit. Hip toss. City,
Making his presence known.
Let's go. Get up. Let's do a strike this time. Oh, Goldberg drop kick.
Had it scouted.
Not the thing, bitch. Oh, clothesline-ish. STO type maneuver. Oh, God. Oh, shit. What's that about Goldberg having two moves? Goldberg has two moves. I just did two moves, motherfucker. I just did two moves. Oh, there's a third.
Is bringing the match to a quick close a big part of his
strategy. This is what I feel when I watch AEW. This is what I hope happens.
Built for
Goldberg comes and
offense,
just
shock
destroys
and
his NXT
awe.
midget.
Stretching this match out.
Damn, he got me good.
Can't be part of the plan.
Got me good. Or does he? Or does he, motherfucks? What's up? Oh, he's got me. Oh, shit. Counter. Counter.
And what a reversal from Goldberg.
Oh, my God. What a clothesline type-ish maneuver. Goldberg. Go. Oh, shit. He's got him on the throat. Military press slam.
Oh, no. All the way.
Oh, my God. How is he standing, Taz?
Yeah, he needs to make an adjustment
shit.
here.
He's going to go for it. He's gonna go for it. Turn around, you son of a bitch.
There it is.
Spear! Yeah! Get up! It's not over yet, motherfucks. You know what happens.
Here is.
That's what happens. I get RKO by this midget. Fucking son of a bitch. All right.
And it's Goldberg answering back.
Oh, what's up with Goldberg's two moves?
Power from the
hit him right here.
Looking for
We're not going to let him hit him like that.
Wow, what a display
Nobody
of
knows
heart and determination.
Come on, get up, Goldberg. What is this?
Rolling elbow finds
No
its mark.
selling any of this. This is just ridiculous. This is why. This is what I'm telling you guys, you know? Shit.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall
See,
at this point.
in a video
And
game
the
setting,
legend of
it's okay for Johnny Gargano to
continues.
kind of do a move or
What's
two.
going to happen now?
But in real life, here's what would happen. Boom, just like that.
Johnny Gargano
Get
looks
up.
like he's really struggling under this pressure. Oh, he's as good as
Come on,
finished.
Johnny wrestling.
He's totally
Let's go,
out of
scoop
it.
slam.
Nobody almost
Feel that
there.
it's setting him up.
Gargano needs to harness the energy
fuck.
from the
All right.
crowd and get back on the right side of this battle. He needs to get off his back and fight. Gargano
How's that?
dodges out.
Oh, she's got me.
Here it comes.
Look at this kind of bullshit move. Like in reality, Goldberg would just fucking piss on this shit.
The opponent. Is he done?
Oh, my controller's stuck. Oh, shit, my controller got stuck. I can't believe I lost to this guy in my first ever match. Oh, my God, what happened? Why didn't it work? Son of a
That
bitch.
match is worth another look. Here we go.
The controller looks like it's back now. I don't know what happened. Here moves the right stick, motherfuckers. Yeah, let's see if you guys have any questions around here. You know what
He
I'm
gets
saying?
the job done.
What's good, hater? Nothing much. Total instinct, nothing much. You know what I'm saying? I spent a couple of hours with my friend. I have to hang out with him. He can do the favor for me. You know what I mean? It's,
I think Brown
okay,
is
sorry,
by the
not
outcome
doing the
here,
favor,
guys.
apparently. Sorry, I shouldn't have lost this match. All right, let's do a rematch. I have to. Yeah, I know, Jack. Spectral 10,000.
You're on the other side of that ring against Goldberg. Expect the WCW legend to come out of the gate with an onslaught of offense. And then when it comes to Johnny Gargano, he's all heart, no quit. Which, if you ask me, is a good thing. Gargano's
Now everybody knows that
to
first
give
match
up
was just a
has
fluke.
gotten him this far,
This is just the
and
first
it's
one.
only
Just
going to get him further in the
pretty serious.
WWE.
Did you just interrupt me, Saxton?
Yes, I did.
Look at that. Look at that. No
The
chance.
T-bar's locked
Okay, now
in.
Well, over
still,
here.
it's still not working. I don't know what it is. Like. It's very odd.
Wow, looked to me like you had it locked in pretty good.
No, I need to avoid
I guess
submission
not.
moves. Because the
Johnny Gargano is the type of
It's- it
superstar
works
who just doesn't
normally, like,
understand the meaning of the
you know,
word
when I'm
quit.
doing the moves and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
for
because
some
of that, his
reason,
opponent
the
could
submission
definitely
thing
do
is
some
not working very well.
long-lasting damage. Gargano won't
Lost
just
$5
throw in the
bucks.
towel to fight another day.
sorry,
While that
Carhartt.
makes him hard to put
would
away,
not bet
if
against
you can just
Goldberg
keep
either,
on
you know,
him,
but-
never stop his
that was
onslaught of
just a fluke, I
offense,
assure
you
you
can
it's not
eventually
happening.
beat him.
Unless
The
you put
opponent might be able to beat him, but he definitely won't be able to defeat him.
No chance. Zero chance. Get up. Oh shit, powerbomb time. There's another Goldberg move.
He's
There's
taking some
another
good
Goldberg
hits.
move. I wish some
Yeah, but
smarts
he's not breathing
were watching
heavy
this
yet.
right now so they knew what the fuck was going on. Jobber garbage, that's more like it. I agree.
Oh, wow. Face first.
What else has happened? You know, we can do like, since this is not like a real game. You know,
Gargano dodged
it's
that.
not like a game with a story. We're talking about other shit. What can we talk about?
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
What's good at wrestling? You know what I'm saying? What's good in
That'll mess up the back of your neck.
No selling. No selling, Goldberg.
Doing a great
Look at
job
that.
of turning
This
that
guy's
around.
got no chance. Get the fuck out of here. Goldberg powerbomb. Come on, what the hell doing?
There you go, Cole.
This game is it's such a shitty game, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have always enjoyed the 2K wrestling games as well as like the old SmackDown games and stuff. But this one it really is as choppy as they say. All right, fuck. Here's what happens.
Setting him up. Here it comes, Byron.
Oh shit! He's got him up.
We're gonna see the
Jackhammer. We're gonna kick out the little bastard.
No man does that.
All right, Spectral. There you go. 1-1. It is 1-1. Goldberg gets that rematch on Hell in a Cell.
We gotta take a look at this action.
We're done with these guys. Let's pick somebody up. Pick somebody else. Let's go for the tie. Who we got here? Who do you guys think I should pick, and who should I fight? I don't know. Anyone have any suggestions? Another Nolan match. I wish I could pick like Vince McMahon and just wrestle Becky Lynch or something. You know, that'd be pretty cool. That's not in the options. We got it. Cool. I got Hangman Adam Page. My friend must have downloaded some of these motherfuckers earlier. Oh fuck, I don't even know some of these guys. Let's see here. Oh shit, I know who we're gonna pick. We're gonna pick the champ, motherfuckers, the champ. The champ is here. We're gonna have him fight. I like Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? Sami Zayn sucks. Oh yeah, I should have picked Triple H. Great, yeah, maybe I'll do that next. This won't be like a long stream, guys. It's just like, I really was just trying to test it out. And I wanted to see like, I'm not even sure if you guys are watching this. I guess you're watching this YouTube, or else would you watch it, right? Oh shit, Hogan, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting that he's in the game, you know? Banned from like the WWE for a while. So yeah, but
This
expect
match
like
is now
a
underway.
real what's it
John
called?
Cena, the multi-time champion, the international superstar,
Hater gaming
one of the most
streams,
respected men in WWE, is set
Thus
for
far,
action.
it seems to be Devil May Cry. 'Cause that's what I was
Abdominal
thinking
stretch.
myself.
It's locked in. Oh, and he releases the
Comments and
submission.
also-
I'm a little iffy on why that would be a good decision.
Like Devil May Cry started with Devil May Cry 3.
Look
Look at this. We're wrestling on BCW, motherfuckers. BCW, which is basically where Sami Zayn should have ended up and should have not gone any further. Not going
Back inside the ring.
That's for bitches. Let's go. Fight me like a man. What the fuck just happened? Hello? Yo, literally my PS4 just died. Obviously no one can hear me anymore. What? How can you guys hear me? That's fucking weird, man. My PS5 just fucking died. I don't know what happened. Like, it straight up died. Like, no joke. You know what I'm saying? Power went out for like a second, but not enough to like knock the power out. You know what I mean? And the PS5 just has no power on it. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm turning it back on. Man! These motherfucks. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can get this back on. That kind of pissed me off. Looks like it's working now. I can't tell. It's very odd. I can't help but think that it had to do with this, you know? Yeah. PS4 can't handle John Cena. I should have known better. I should have made it like Finn Balor versus like Adam Cole or something. That would have been something the PS4 would have been like, yeah, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah. I can't help but think it has to do something with what I just did with this whole streaming thing, you know? How else can this be, right? That doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I can join the chat a little bit. How do I do that? Hey, sorry I'm such a noob, guys. I feel like I should know more than I do, you know? Let's see what we got here. What am I using? What am I doing? I'm using, fucking, what's it called? Streamlabs OBS. And the PS4 is just having some problems here. I don't understand. Maybe, like, it just... Oh, there it is. It's turning on again. That's fucking weird. I wonder if it is the stream or not. Like, because the power in my apartment just flickered for a second. But it's just so hard to just, you know, consider that a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? That's just difficult. It's just difficult to comprehend, you know? Let's see here. Why can't I fucking talk in this chat? This is some horse shit. Right, hold on. We're... Yeah, it says PS4 was turned off improperly. Alright, let's go. Hater Gaming back in the cut, motherfucks. Let's see if this son of a bitch connects. There we go. That's right, you like that? You like that, what's it called? Oh, did I? Very fun. Yeah, sorry about this. Isn't it great that this happened with, like, you know, not like a real game? You know what I'm saying? Like, now with, like, a real thing that people could have missed. What the fuck are these guys? Who the fuck is Giddy Pegboard? Oh, that's the guy I played in video. Alright, let's go. Back in the kitchen. See, I already had that Devil May Cry primed up there because I was debating that being the actual game that we do, you know what I'm saying? Is the hater a personality or who you really are? So, for example, right now, I'm talking to you like I completely forgot that I'm, what's it called? The hater, you know what I mean? Like, I almost forgot. This is like really who I am. Now, this guy sounds like the lover. That's fucked up. I'm out here saying like this is me, and you're like, you sound like the lover. No, but yeah, no, this is who I am. I mean, obviously the hater, like there's like, you know, in everyday life, like when I'm talking to the guy that comes to fix the stove, I don't go to him and say, "What's up, motherfucker?" You say I don't do that to him. With my friends, like I'll do that sometimes, and it's really weird because I feel like the character, if you will, I don't even know if I want to call it a character, but the idea of the hater, I feel like that one has kind of like bled into my real life, you know what I mean? So like I'm becoming more and more like the hater every day, which is probably not a good thing, motherfucks. So yeah, but that is typically how I talk. I mean, I consider myself to be like a no-nonsense type of guy, you know? Let's see here, this should be good. Why isn't it working, motherfucks? My friends are dead. Push me to the edge. I'm trying to figure this out. Or not, because it is up here. Windows capture, add source. That's my friends to do. Alright, cool. That should be play, right? Yep. Alright. The platonic friend. I like that. Alright, so like we're good now. Alright, good. Hopefully this motherfucker doesn't happen again. Where were we? I think we were in the middle of a classic match here. And unfortunately it was at BCW. But we ain't got time for that shit. I want to be a female superstar for it. Nobody got time for that. There we go. John Cena. Big Match John. Alright, where's that fucking asshole? There we go. We're back in the... Yeah, haters more over than flippy midgets with no charisma. Fuck yeah, motherfucks. So when you talk about wrestling, you're the hater. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, like, I'm the hater just typically, like, people tell me, and they have told me several times in my life that I'm kind of a contrarian, kind of like someone that, you know, just, I'm not saying I go against the grain.
Sammy has never shy about sharing
like
his opinions about the WWE Universe or his fellow superstars. Sammy's
yeah, I'm kind of like a contrarian. I feel like a lot of things that I dislike,
this is a great way to wear it
a lot of people dislike, but they just don't talk about it.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
So I am
me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Kind of like the hater for sure. It's not a front, let me tell you that.
Too quick to catch.
We'll see. It's like these video game things. We'll see. Oh, look at that. One move from Cena, motherfuckers. That's one move. Let's see if he has more than 5 moves to do. Oh shit. There's another one. Abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch. He forces his way free. Man, he just has so much resolve. He might have been waiting on that one.
What? Look at this. Here it is. That Cena. The sound is too high. I can't hear you. Right. I turned the sound completely off. Is that possible?
Whoa, Zayn dodged that one. Lightning quick.
You guys hear me now?
Got to be careful not to get counted out here.
I'm really trying to sound good. I cannot hear it. I don't really care if you cry.
John Cena has enjoyed a long, storied career. Emphasis on long. How does that play to his opponent's advantage? Cena suffered his share of in-ring injuries over the years. So old battle wounds do make for excellent targets.
I was debating starting
elbows, you name it. There are body parts to be tested.
Then one day I was like, just fuck it, just do it. Then I had to think of a name. And I was like, how about the hater? And I decided not to second guess myself. I just went with it, because I liked it, but I knew that if I kept going, I would invariably try to
back in from the floor.
I can come up with a better name or something like that. Sometimes, going to the first thing here. Oh, what's this? Oh, an interference. It's King Corbin or whatever. I think this was just Baron Corbin, actually. I keep these on. You can turn this option off, but I keep it on just because it's interesting, that's not going to work on this.
John Cena with a nice reversal.
I have no more reversals. Electric chair drop.
John Cena is measuring.
How was this? What was that?
Turning around, it's Sami
I haven't finished
with the reversal. He's on, it's Cena.
Still can't hear me? You can't hear me. It's so weird. How about now? That's the only other thing that I can do. Suplex. I can't hear the game at all. I turned the sound on the TV off. What's going on here? Yeah, Cena's got mad moves, motherfuckers. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, motherfuckers. We'll have to What's better? Is it better now? Is that what you're saying? In trying to fix the mic, I let Sami Zayn beat my ass a little bit because I couldn't focus. But it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Could it be time? Could it be time? Almost done, motherfuckers. Yeah, man. The commentary is just you can't fucking. It's the same commentary they've had from 8 years ago. They just do a few new things for the new wrestlers, and even the things they do for the new wrestlers just get progressively worse. You know what I mean? So it's like they have a new wrestler like Jackson Riker or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, Jackson Riker, he was in the war, John." You know what I mean? It'll be some bullshit like that, nothing cool. It'll just be generic shit, Well, you're talking about generic. Look at Sami Zayn's bitch ass right here. You know what I'm saying? He is fucked. What are you gonna do now, Sammy? Huh? Oh shit! Shoulder block. I don't know why they do that. Oh fuck! Submission move. Oh yeah, it's working this time. You can't get me this time, you motherfucker. Get off me, bitch. Now, some of you may be thinking, I have a finishing move, so why don't I just finish him off? Because there's cool things you can do here, I believe. Oh, shit. What the hell? I didn't even do anything, son of a bitch. I wish JBL would come back to commentary. Me too, man. JBL is so great. Here's the problem with, these smarts, right? There's a couple of problems that, I have with them. One of the main ones is, their opinions on commentary, you know what I mean? Nobody cares about quality anymore. I remember one of my friends who I talk about a lot here. I don't mention his name, obviously, because he's going to listen to this one day, but one of my friends, he's a big smart, but he doesn't realize it, you know what I mean? He's one of those smarks that that thinks he's like a good wrestling fan. I mean, not that there's anything like a good, you know what I mean, though, right? He's like an unaware smart. Fuck. So this asshole, I had to use my resiliency on that one. He's just like he tells me wrestling news, and that's kind of like his thing. He tells me, and then we discuss it, right? So like I don't really read about it. He just tells me. And I remember when like Renee Young, god damn it, this motherfucker's countering everything. Like when Renee Young was signed or whatever, she was like promoted to being like head like announcer or whatever, right? Like he was so excited about it, you know? And I thought to myself, yo, like what evidence do you have like at all, right? That Renee fucking Young is anything but a jobber. You know? Oh shit, motherfuckers. Oh shit, here it is. You can't see me. Get up, son. Oh, 5-knuckle shuffle. I can do it, oh my god, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this instead, motherfuckers. Here it is. Hey! Now you're thinking, why didn't I pin him? Because I'm about to do the most electrifying move of all time. Turn around. Here it is. Lightning fist. Lightning fist. No one kicks out of a lightning fist, motherfuckers. 1, 2, beat a jobber back to like, you know, ROH for you son of a bitch. So yeah, my friend was talking all this shit. He was like, yo man, Renee Young, like, it's so great that she was, she's an announcer now. Like, it's good for women in wrestling. It's good for this. It's good for that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, dude, who gives a fuck about that? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck about that? You know? Oh, breakout. Oh, is this the long-awaited Cena heel turn? It might be, motherfucks. It might be. Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, here it is. The Doi 5 straight from Dragon Gate. Let's kick him down a little bit. You know, getting ready for that AA. Now, we do is we grab him like this. Ready? Gotta do a cool AA on this son of a bitch. Come here. What? Why didn't he do it? Because this game fucking sucks. That's why. All right, let's try it again. He didn't do it. Yeah, it doesn't. For some reason, he doesn't do the catching finisher. But so we'll have to do like a normal AA. It doesn't matter. Go fuck yourself, Zane. Yeah. So my friend was saying, he's like, it's good for the women, right? And I'm just like, dude, I don't really give a fuck about that. Now, I'm not saying that, like, you know what I mean, that we should hate women or, you know, not give them opportunities. Like, if Renee Young is, you know, the best commentator, then I'm cool with that, man. But it's all about, what's it called? What's good for, I don't want to say the business, it sounds like I'm fucking smart, but you know what I mean? What's important is what's good for the consumer, for us, right? Like, I don't want Renee Young to get like an affirmative action position just because she's a broad, you know, to sit there and just like say nonsense. Like, she's the worst commentator of all time. And I remember when she started out, people were like, oh, Renee Young, oh, it's so good to hear a woman. Wow, she's so much better than Booker T. No, she fucking isn't better than Booker T. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Booker T's fucking hilarious, you know? He's out there talking about his Fave 5, all that other shit, you know what I mean? It was just ridiculous, man. So it's that kind of horseshit that pisses me off. Like, I want to see people like fucking, what's it called? JBL, people that understand wrestling, that have some sort of credibility by virtue of being there. Who the hell is Josie Jane? That's not a real fucking person, man. Josie Jane. All right, let's Karrion Kross, everyone's favorite. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's go with Keith Lee. No. I got a better idea. Hold on a second. Wait, I didn't even know this was a possibility. Of course, we're gonna do the original smart killer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be him versus everybody knows who. Demon Finn, motherfucks. Demon Finn. Yeah, a lot of people were saying Renee Young was like so much better than Booker T, and it's like nobody really believes that. You know, it's just that if you don't say that, you're gonna be considered a sexist, right? But in reality, it's like, dude, like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Renee Young is horrible at her job. She's all right. You know what I mean? She's not horrible, right? But she's not great either, motherfuckers. She's not great either, and that's what's important. What the fuck is this arena? Holy shit! This is why this game got like horrible reviews. It got the same treatment as fucking, what's it called? Last of Us 2, don't get me started on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like, look at this garbage. It's like a New Day arena. You know? What the fuck is up with that? This actually upsets me. Like, it distracted me enough for this cocksucker demon Finn Balor to like do some moves on me. He's got 36% momentum. Oh yeah, is that what you think, Finn? All right, let's see here, motherfucker. Boom, Kevin Nash, big sexy neck breaker. One move. We're gonna count the moves. One move, neck breaker. That's not a move because he countered it. Boom, clothesline. That's kind of like a counter. So we're not going to count it as a move either, but whatever. God, this guy's countering fucking everything, man. And he has one more counter than me. Because he's a small douchebag, cruiserweight type motherfucker, you know? Look at that. I didn't even counter that. Look at this idiot. Okay, grab him. Come on now. I didn't even counter that. That's just like because the size disparity is so big that the game is like, no way Finn Balor would ever be able to do anything here. So the game just kind of counters it for you, you know what I mean? Just because you're big, sexy Kevin Nash. What the hell is this garbage? Come on. Yo, no. That's it. That's it. Serious mode, motherfuckers. Serious mode. Get off me, little twerp. Come on. Oh, you missed. Here it is. 2 moves. Beal throw. Beal throw. 2 moves. 2 moves, motherfuckers. Everybody knows this is super accurate. Neck breaker again. That's the same move. So that's 2 moves. We're still at 2 moves. Let's see what this move does. Oh, shit. Oh, face plant. Face plant downward style. 3 moves. Oh, shit. Atomic drop. That's 3 moves or 4 moves. I don't remember. Slingshot suplex kind of thing. 5 moves. That's already more moves than Nakamura has ever done in his career. Oh, here it is. Backbreaker. Big sexy, motherfucker. Look at this asshole. What are you going to do? Another neck breaker for you, bitch ass. Get up. Hold on. Oh, big sexy. Big boot. Here it is, motherfucker. Here it is. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Get ready for the most electrifying power bomb. Oh, he countered it. I knew he was going to. But I just made it cool, I guess. He did. Work. I feel like if they had a match, that would happen like at least once, you know? Like if there was like ever a match, Kevin Nash versus Balor, like Balor would counter the powerbomb like that. Black hole slam, also known as the big boss man slam, motherfucks. I love that move so much that I'm gonna do it again. Except he's gonna fucking counter. This little shit just keeps countering everything. But now what? You have no more counters. You are fucked. You are fucked, son. You are fucked. Sorry. Sorry, little bitch. Yeah. I'm like, you're not going anywhere. Don't even think about it, bitch. Don't even think about it. Big sexy with the big boot. And now if he counters this, I'm going to be pretty upset. I'm not going to lie. But here it is, guys. Time for the greatest powerbomb. And here it is. Greatest powerbomb in the business. Sheer drop. Jackknife, son. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, he has the resilience. I think he's going to kick out. The resilience. Yeah, you have to use his resilience. It is what it is. Lucky Cannon. That's more charisma. Oh, man, I thought I was the only person ever that still remembered Lucky Cannon. You know what I mean? What the fuck happened to that guy? What the hell happened to all those people from like season 2 of NXT? There was that Jacob Novak or something. Like, where the fuck did that guy end up? Look at that. I didn't even do anything. He just bumped into me. Look how cool this game is sometimes. If you like Irish Whip someone and you don't press. Oh, God damn it. Too close to the ropes. I'll have to whoop his ass some more. So, like, I realized that, yeah, the Scrap Buster. I remember the Scrap Buster. Oh, shit. Big man. The big man here. Oh, look at that. No chance. But this is what I've noticed. I think if you do a strong Irish Whip, you don't do anything, and he bumps into you, he just falls. Isn't that great? If he just bumps into you, he just falls. Because he's such a small, diminutive little shit that what else could he do? Get the fuck out of my ring, bitch. Big sexy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I would do to the jobbers as well. Look at this fucking unicorn, man. This is embarrassing. This is a game that, like in like the old SmackDown games, you could put people you turn them on, like light them on fire. Now it's like you're Bray Wyatt in like a swamp graveyard, and it's supposed to be cool. No, motherfucks. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this beatdown. This humiliation right here. Oh, he countered me. Finally, for once. Not today, boy. Not today. All right. All right. Look at how great was that? He did like a running strike, and it didn't even do anything because Kevin Nash is such a superior man that the game recognizes that in real life there would be no way that Finn Balor could take down someone as cool as Big Sexy. Get up, motherfucker. Now, I don't know how to do that lift-up powerbomb thing where you can walk him around the ring with a powerbomb. Because that would be really cool to do right now. Maybe it's R2 and up. Let's give it a shot. That's it, but I picked the wrong one. I think it's down. Try to figure it out, guys, just so I can do like a moving powerbomb. We're going to see it. Oh, shit. 1916. Oh, my God. Could this be it for Big Sexy? Shit. Oh, he got me, motherfuckers. He got me because of that lag. All right, we'll do one more match and we'll call it a night. If anyone has any questions they want to ask me right now, now will be the time in the chat. Also, in addition, if anyone has any suggestions on what game I should play for like the first, actual Hater Gaming LLC, motherfuckers, let me know. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be uploaded on YouTube if I did it right. You know what I'm saying? If I did it right, yeah, that's what it was. It was R2, but I pressed all the 3 different directions. Like, and one of them is like power slam, the other one is Samoan drop, and I just didn't press the one that was power bomb because I didn't know which one it was. I think it's right. Press right on the stick. That's what happens. So yeah, any ideas, anything like that? That'd be cool. Hey, thanks, Scott Horton. You know, I like it too, man. You know what I'm saying? I like it too. Look at this. I should just do Dustin Rhodes. Look at this. Look at this. Dusty Rhodes is an 85. Some neckbeard made Dustin Rhodes and gave him an 84. So think about how stupid these morons are, right? They create Dustin Rhodes and give him an 84. Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, 87. Drew Gulak, 82. Look, in this game, Drew Gulak is rated higher than Dolph Ziggler, man. Dolph, get the fuck out of here. WWE is just fucking stupid. Oh, I know what happened, guys. I picked Kevin Nash, not Diesel. You know? So let's see what we got. Darby Allin, look at that. These people do a good job when they create them, though. Look at that. I'm not going to lie. Cucky Rhodes, motherfuckers. I wish I could do Cucky Rhodes versus China. That's right. China, 87. Cucky Rhodes, 84. That's what I want to see. Oh, maybe I could do China, Becky Lynch. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Let's do like a cool little matchup, you know? Oh, I got one. It's going to be... Who the fuck would I love to see Brock Lesnar just destroy? What are you jobbers? Oh, there it is, the big boss man, motherfucker. The big boss man. Look how many Becky Lynches they got. They got Becky Lynch 90, Becky Lynch 15, 80, 83, 80. Oh, that's Beth Phoenix. Same shit, though. It's like the same fucking face model. Look at that. Anyways, it is what it is. Batista. Arya Davari, what a loser. And then this game has some stupid shit like Arctic Shield Roman Reigns. What the fuck is that all about? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play as Arctic Shield. Oh, I'll leave, fucking jobber. Let's see, who do we got here? You think G.G. Allen is better than... Who the hell's G.G. Allen? I don't know who that is. You have PS2 games like GTA, Vice City, San Andreas on your PS4. I don't. I have the games, but the PS4 can't play them. What are your thoughts on... oh, sorry, I've been neglecting this. They should bring back Goldberg and have him end the Demon... I agree. What are your thoughts? I'll leave that question for last. Do you have the games? I do, but I don't know if they have... How tall are you? Wondering if you wanted to be a wrestler. No, I never wanted to be a wrestler. I mean, like... I just always knew that, like, this does sound fucked up, but I always knew that, like, I had other, career plans basically. So I always knew that wasn't going to be in the what's it called? In the cards there, motherfuckers, the cards. So, no, I never wanted to be a wrestler. Did you finish The Last of Us 2? I did finish The Last of Us 2. I did, and I will say, like, for a second, I will say this, like, I don't consider myself to be an SJW by any means, motherfuckers. I am actually somewhat against all that bullshit. However, I will say this. like a lot of the things people said, I found to be a bit exaggerated. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I didn't really see an SJW agenda per se. I mean, like I see what people are saying. You know what I'm saying? I see what people are saying, right? That like the main character is a lesbian, and then the other semi-main character is a lesbian, and then you have a trans person, then you have this masculine broad. They're all women. You know what I mean? I kind of get it. However, I think it is a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, a little bit exaggerated how people are like making it seem as if it's like this, as if the game is just an agenda. Like I said in my video before I finished it, what the fuck is Riley Flash? I think that like the idea kind of stands, right? Like people thinking that it is something that's SJW-ish. I get why they say that, but like the story of the game was like, it wasn't a bad story, you know what I mean? Like the whole idea was like these two broads basically have been spending all this time trying to get revenge. Ellie and then like Abby, right? They're both kind of the same character, right? And it's just a matter of like which perspective you see it from. And I personally thought that killing off spoilers, motherfucks, you might want to cover your ears. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So killing off Joel in the game, is something that like had to be done, right? Just to show that like the same quest that Ellie's gonna go on is the quest that Abby is just finishing, but you don't know anything about this quest because Last of Us wasn't about Abby, right? Or Last of Us 1 wasn't about Abby. So that was kind of the idea. The idea was like, it's not just you, just because a person plays the game and the main character is Ellie doesn't mean that that's like all there is to this world, right? Like there's all these other characters that are side characters, but what if they were real? What if they were legit? So I thought that part of the story was good. The rest of it was garbage. I didn't particularly like the characters, like that Asian guy, like the guy who impregnates the broad. Like what the hell was that all about? That guy was such a cuck. He was like, oh, it's okay, everything's okay. Like dies randomly. People died randomly. It's also like I realized like that I just said that it was all right that Joel died, but of course I hated that shit. Like I thought to myself, why couldn't they just do it until like Tommy dies, right? You could do the same exact game and have Tommy, Joel's brother, die, and that's all there is to it. That happens, and that's the end of that. So they could have done it like that. Please do Brock versus Becky. I can't. The game doesn't allow intergender matches. Otherwise, that's exactly what I would have done. I would have done like Undertaker versus like Becky, Bailey, Sasha, Charlotte, and fucking like, I don't know, Io Shirai or something in an Elimination Chamber match and beating all those broads with tombstones. But yeah, there was a question that I skipped because I thought it was great. Oh, what are your thoughts? That's the one. What are your thoughts on the Isle of Armor DLC? I will say this. I purposefully left myself ignorant to what the DLC was going to be about. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to that's kind of the beauty of Pokemon. Like when a new Pokemon is announced, like when a new Pokemon game is announced, I try really hard not to like read spoilers or not to read like reveals of like what new Pokemon they're gonna be, what the evolutions are, because I kind of like to enjoy Pokemon just the same way I did when I was in 4th grade and 5th grade, where I just go and like I get into the grass and then a wild something appears and I don't know what it is, So it's the same thing with Isle of Armor. Like I didn't really do my due diligence, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, I think it's a great concept, right? Like Pokemon DLC should be the way to go. Like I'm cool if they don't come up with a new game for like a few years, if they just add DLC again and again and again, and make it more interesting. But I would have preferred more story-ish DLC, right? Like more like another little Pokemon League with 4 gyms maybe, or something like that. Or maybe like, 2 gyms in this DLC, 2 gyms in the other DLC. Kind of like to give you an idea of a quest. And I don't mean a quest like, like go become friends with your Cub Fu. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't even like Cub Fu that much. But I will say I did enjoy it. And I got the Switch Online Pass that allows me to like angle slam. That allows me to, look at this little shit. To play online, and I've been doing those like max raid battles and stuff like that with other people. I've been enjoying that a lot, So I definitely think it was worth the money. It was a good DLC. I would have liked to see a bit more story-like elements, And to be honest, I would have liked to see more Pokemon. Now, I'm one of those people, I play by the Ash Ketchum rules, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I start a new Pokemon game, I typically try to catch Pokemon only from that generation, you know? I don't typically try to, like, find Pokemon from other generations because I find that to be, like, counterintuitive, you know? Like, my favorite Pokemon is probably Snorlax now, but Squirtle or Snorlax, but I don't use them in my team in these games. So with that, I felt that the DLC should have had like 20, 30 new Pokemon, you know? I think that would have been nice, right? Make one of them a legendary or something. And because I don't give a fuck if I'm able to catch like Ludicolo or something, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit about that. I'd rather find new Pokemon. That would have been nice. You know what I'm saying? You see the C word. Oh, yes, I believe that I made it. Now, the problem with all this is that like there's 2 streams that I think I'm doing. There's one on YouTube and one on this Streamlabs thing, right? So, but on one of them, I definitely changed it so you can say any word you want. Because we're not here to fucking censor motherfucks, you know what I'm saying? What's my favorite Pokemon game of all time? I don't want to sound like a douche and say Pokemon Blue because that was the first one. But I really liked Pokemon Blue, if I'm being honest. Like, Pokemon Yellow would probably be like my favorite one. Now, if you don't count the first games, because a lot of that is like nostalgia, Pokemon Silver and Gold and like the remakes, I thought were really good. I think the current Pokemon game, like Sword and Shield, is pretty good as well, all things considered, you know? So, I don't know why I'm not like just destroying this guy. I want to do like a pop-up RPO. But, so yeah, I mean, it's those, I think. One of those games would have to be it. There's a few that I didn't like. You know, I don't like what's it called, Ruby and Sapphire. The remakes were pretty good, but I didn't like Ruby and Sapphire, so that's out of the thing. Black, White, and Diamond, Silver, or whatever, fucking Diamond and Pearl. I thought they were like, I don't want to say forgettable because at the time they came out, I was really excited about them both. But you know, it's one of those things. Like, I didn't really see them as being like, you know, like that great of Pokemon games. So I would have to go with the first 2. Okay, this guy just won't do it. The first 2. So like Blue, Red, and Yellow. And Silver, I would say. Silver and Gold. They're fucking awesome. Do I like... Yeah, HGSS, which I think is like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That was one of the best. Because, like, that game... here's why. The Distance Emerald... I never played Emerald. But Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like, they are the best ones. I think so as well. Because here's the reason, right? So, when Pokemon Blue came out and Pokemon Red came out, like, I remember... Pokemon was getting big, but I didn't know what the fuck it was yet. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was big for like 5-6 days, right? And I'm at Toys R Us with my mom, and I see like, man, back in the day it was so cool, man. Like you would go to Toys R Us, and there would be like fucking like easily 80 kids there just running around, you know? So I go to the video game section, and I see Pokemon Blue and Red just like prominently being displayed. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Mom, like, can you buy this for me? Because I was just like, to be honest, I didn't really know, like, I had no idea what the game was. I had no idea what the TV show was. And at that time, I didn't play, like, RPGs or anything like that. Like, I didn't know what an RPG was. I was, like, in 3rd or 4th grade. So, but I was like, oh, it's cool. Like, just buy it for me, Mom. And then somehow the game hooked me, you know? And, like, as revolutionary as, like, I consider Pokemon to be one of the best video games of all time. And the reason I do is because it really broke barriers. And it allowed, like, it's so innovative. First of all, it allowed people to, you know, have serious games on their handheld devices, like actual good games on their handheld devices. So that's 1. 2, it took advantage of the fact that you could connect Game Boys and move around, right? So you go to your friend's house, you just bring your Game Boy, you connect it, you trade. That was fucking sick. You know what I mean? So there's that. Another thing is that, like, the whole, like, you know, collection aspect, right? And the fact that it's like a 8-pixel game or a 3-pixel game or whatever, right? So it was already revolutionary enough as it was, right? But then Pokemon Silver and Gold, right? They knocked it out of the park. First of all, at the time, if anyone here remembers back in the day, after Pokemon Blue came out, people started coming up with all these like bullshit myths. Like if you get off that, whatever the port town, there's like a port town where the ship is, and you surf left, you go to like the island of Pokemon or some shit like that, and you meet like Pika Blue. Anyone remember Pika Blue? Like the made up Pokemon, right? So, like, but the distance, what am I doing? The distance between Pokemon Blue and Red and Pokemon Gold and Silver was insane. Like they introduced like, I think that's where they introduced like holding items. You know what I'm saying? Holding items was introduced over there. The night and day cycle was introduced there. A bunch of shit, breeding, Pokemon breeding, like all these things that like make Pokemon Silver and Gold like incredibly awesome games compared to what's it called, Blue and Red. So, and then similarly when they were like remade, you know, it was even better, because it's like, that's one thing I'm liking about Pokemon. They keep remaking games and kind of introducing shit to keep it interesting, you know. So that's kind of tight. Do I like FRLG, Fire Red Leaf Green? I'm assuming. I do, actually. I do. One thing I like about that a lot is like the battles are so much faster, and just the idea that like, you know, there's certain Pokemon that I personally enjoy, like Zubat. You know what I'm saying? But like you can't get, not Zubat, fucking Crobat. But you can't get Crobat on Blue and Red because it didn't exist yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, but in that one, in Leaf Green, you can get Zubat. I mean, you can get Zubat and raise into a Crobat, which I think is pretty cool. So that plus like some more of the like the end game stuff, like the post game stuff, was pretty cool. Also, I gotta say, yeah, Silver and Gold, and therefore Heart Silver, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are definitely the best ones. And honestly, there's really one reason why. Like, I think we all know what the reason is. And that is the rival, motherfucks. The rival in Pokemon Silver and Gold is the best rival ever. Like, fucking Gary is like, he's a fucking stereotype, like, you know, stereotypical, like, you know, shitty rival that, like, you know, a lot of people consider that to be like a great twist in games where you win the Pokemon League and Gary appears. Like, when I was a kid, I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, of course, what happened to Gary? You know, like, he's like clearly the guy like that your quest parallels. But in Pokemon Silver and Gold, that fucking what's it called? What's his name? He doesn't have a name, but I guess like I think his name is Silver. I guess in the canon. But basically, he's like the trainer with like long hair who like steals the Pokemon, and he's like straight up like a bad dude, and he just harasses you like the entire game, and he's just like a very hateable rival, but he's cool. And then after that, you get to fight Red, also known as Ash Ketchum, motherfucks, with his team of like all three evolved starters from Generation 1, Pikachu, I want to say Butterfree and Snorlax, or maybe Snorlax and Dragonite or something like that. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. That was just, that was good, Generation Kenny. What's up, Isma Styles up in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was looking at the chat, and this guy hit me with a power bomb. With an X-Plex, rather. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Pokemon. I'm very excited. Like, I think Pokemon is just honestly one of the greatest things ever made. Like, I hope to one day when I have kids, teach them about Pokemon. Like, that would be, like, teach them. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch it with them, not teach them. Like, just imagine sitting down in front of your kids with like a chart, being like, "This is Magnemite," you know? "Oh, this is Jinx. She was controversial." Yeah, all that kind of shit. So it's something that like I look forward to. And Pokemon, a lot of people say it's getting stale, but what's stale about it, man? Like, you know, like they aren't gonna come up with like the newest shit every time. You know, there's like several Fire Monkey-esque Pokemon, but who cares? Just fucking deal with it, play it. Yeah. So I think they've done. I've ever played Pokemon Stadium. My friend had N64. I was a PlayStation guy. I always have been. I always will be. He had it, and I played it. And then for GameCube, like I actually got GameCube. And I got this like maybe it's called Pokemon Stadium 2 or something like that. But it's like, or maybe like I know it's like Pokemon something, the Gale of Darkness. You know, fuck this guy, I'm done with him. Come on, do the move, Keith Lee. Yeah. And that one is a storyline, but I found it to be a little too slow. But Pokemon, I remember when Pokemon Stadium came out, that shit was a big deal, motherfuckers. It was a big deal. You know? Like people were like, "Oh my god, we get to play Pokemon in 3D," you know. Like, I remember even, here it is, Big Bang Catastrophe, fuck off. Oh, he's got the ropes, maybe? I remember people being like, oh, even Pokemon Snap. You know, they're like, oh, I can take pictures of Pokemon. Like, it's not the same shit, motherfuckers. But it was still cool, you know what I mean? It'd suck if The Last of Us 2 beats FR7 remake as Game of the Year. Yeah. Man, I was thinking today how good fucking FF7 remake was. Final Fantasy 7 remake was an awesome game. Like, obviously it has some flaws, right? Not really flaws, just more design decisions. Like, people are like, it's not open world. Like, it's not gonna be, motherfuckers. You can't really do that kind of game open world. Like, the best you'll do is Final Fantasy 15, and that wasn't that good. So, but yeah, Final Fantasy 7 remake is fucking awesome. And Final Fantasy 7 isn't even one of my favorite Final Fantasies. It's actually one of my least favorite Final Fantasy games, like, you know, the original Final Fantasy 7. But that being said, it's still fucking awesome, you know? So, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 7, and I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, because then we'll get to play with my favorite character, Sid. And then, who do you think is going to become double champ? Keith Lee or Adam Cole? Adam Cole. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people are saying it's Adam Cole, but, and I have to agree, like, if I had to bet, I'd say Adam Cole with, like, some kind of cheating or nefarious means or something. But I could also see a scenario where Keith Lee, like, wins. Because think about it. Like, a lot can be gained. If Keith Lee wins, a lot can be gained, you know? But number one, Keith Lee will automatically be boosted as, like, the clear face of NXT. And two, another thing that can be gained is that it's possible that, what's it called? Counter it. Nice. It's possible that as a result, I got this motherfucker. There it is. That as a result, maybe Adam Cole can move to the main roster, right? So I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker, how many finishes is he? What the fuck is this guy? Undertaker? It's fucking Pete Dunne. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, so it's one of those situations, like, I think a lot of people are saying it's like clear as day, but I don't think it is that clear. You know, Adam Cole has been champion for over a year, which is like a respectable and noteworthy amount of time. And also, like, they either gotta take him to the main roster or don't, you know? And like, that now would be the time to do it. And what better way to go than to lose to Keith Lee, who's like a monster, and who also is the North American champion, right? So I think a lot of purposes can be served by Adam Cole dropping the title to Keith Lee. Whereas if Keith Lee loses and drops the title to Adam Cole, I just don't see that happening. I don't see a scenario where Adam Cole becomes, yeah, I think Keith Lee's gonna win. I'm calling it right now, motherfuckers. I just argued myself into thinking that Keith Lee is gonna win. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what I think. So there you have it. You heard it here first, motherfuckers. Keith Lee, limitless, moonsault. Typically, I like to end matches with a finishing move. I would be cool to do it with the Spirit Bomb. That's not how you do the Spirit Bomb, apparently. So there you go. Keith Lee's gonna win the match, motherfuckers. Like, think about it. Like, that was Roderick Strong's Spirit Bomb. That's it. No way he's kicking out of this. So that was like Roderick Strong's belt, right? And he had it, and Adam Cole was already the champion. So for him to go get that belt is stupid, you know? It's better, like, storyline-wise, it makes more sense to have, like, fucking Undisputed Era just lose everything, have no more belts, and then kind of disappear for, like, 2 weeks, and then show up on SmackDown or Raw or something the same way they showed up on NXT. And then, like, now you can start focusing maybe on, like, an era, quote-unquote. I don't like using the word era because it's, like, you know, it's obviously horseshit, but, like, an era of fucking, what's it called? Of Keith Lee, right? Where he kind of, like, leads this new, again, I don't want to say the word generation because that's just ridiculous. Because, you know, a generation in NXT is like 6 months. But maybe, like, basically they can focus NXT on being like a show about big motherfucks for a while, you know? Because there's a lot of big dudes. Dominik Dijakovic, Keith Lee, Damian Priest, Karrion Kross, relatively speaking. So that's that would be kind of cool, you know, like get rid of the small guys that can go to Raw, and then move the big guys to NXT, and then that would make NXT so much more interesting. That's what I would do. Yeah, this game is so realistic. No selling the finisher, just like in real life. Yeah. Let's see here. The undisputed indie jobbers like Adam Cole. Yep, mark for himself. Does this game still have all those glitches? I don't know. No Kitten Zone. I got this game very, very recently. Like it was on sale on PlayStation Store. It was like $13 for the game and all the DLC. And I haven't really seen any bugs, but I'm also not one to really care in wrestling games about like which way the hair of the main characters moves. You know, that's not really one of my things. So like maybe I just haven't noticed them. Thoughts on Matt Riddle, motherfucks? Matt Riddle. I like Matt Riddle, man. As a matter of fact, maybe this will be the last match, and I will pick Matt Riddle in honor of that question. Matt Riddle, I like Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is I just like him, man. Like he's like a likable guy. He's like in insanely good shape. You know, he has those accusations now about raping that broad or whatever. So if he did that, he's a piece of shit. But I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, to be honest. So Matt Riddle. So let's go random. AJ Styles, fine. Oh, that's what happened. It's kind of stupid. Whatever, fine, let's do it. Yeah, we need to see more of him. I agree. He's too fresh. Like, but he's interesting in the ring. He's not a small guy. He can lift people up. He can do the strikes. He can do the high flying moves. Like, I understand his gimmick is that he's not a serious person, but like, why is he not good enough to beat Seth Rollins? Let's say, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's good enough to beat Seth Rollins. Like, certainly in real life, but I'm saying, like, oh, that was a super counter for me. It was 2 counters, but now you can't counter me for, like, a short period of time. So, Brain Buster Fisherman Suplex. So, yeah, like, I think he has what it takes. Like, I think he's bigger by a little bit than, like, AJ Styles and Rollins. He's in better shape than AJ Styles and Rollins. He has a lot more moves than them two, I think, to be honest. He has a lot of moves. So I'm actually a big fan of Matt Riddle. The only thing is, like, you know, he's charismatic. The only thing is, like, I know people are going to get it twisted. They're going to start thinking that, like, look at that spinning tombstone. That Matt Riddle is, like, this next big thing, and maybe he is, maybe he isn't. That remains to be seen, you know? But I definitely, Matt Riddle is one of the people that I wouldn't skip. Like, if I were watching SmackDown, I would not skip him. You know what I mean? Yeah, him versus Brock is actually not like same size as Keith Lee. Keith Lee 6'1"? What? That's crazy. So yeah, Matt Riddle is like a real UFC fighter. Like, and when I say UFC, I mean in the UFC, and a guy with a winning record. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't some jobber in the UFC that couldn't hack it there. You know, he was just some guy that like just did a lot of weed. So now, of course, in real life, Brock Lesnar would break him in half because he's like twice his size. But in terms of wrestling, you know, what the fuck? See, that was a glitch. What the fuck was that? First time I seen that. That was stupid. So, yeah, that was fucking weird. But like, you know, in terms of wrestling, like, if I'm to believe that Finn Balor has a chance against Brock Lesnar, or that Samoa Joe has a chance against Brock Lesnar, or that Rollins can beat Brock Lesnar clean, then there's the idea that Matt Riddle could beat him is not outlandish. You know what I'm saying? Like, WWE needs to forget about this like idea of like jobbers and things like that. Like, you know, people should be able, like, everyone should be able to beat everyone. That's kind of how good wrestling goes, you know. Otherwise, you know, you kind of like create characters like Apollo Crews, who hasn't won a match in like 15 years, and all of a sudden he's U.S. champion, you know? It's that kind of shit, motherfuckers. This is one of my favorite moves in this entire game. Watch this. Lift, power bomb, spin, final flash, cuts. Let's hit him with that Bro Derek, right, guys? There it is. Bro Derek. He's going to kick out, I'm sure, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3. Deal with the motherfuckers. All right, let's see here. Oh, it's been already an hour, so this went a lot longer than I thought it would because it was supposed to be just like a test for 15 minutes. But then you guys came along, so I figured I'd hang out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go now because I have to get ready for my poker game. But before I do, I'm gonna look over all these answers and other questions and things like that. Thoughts on Johnny Gargano? He sucks, Mago. I hate Johnny Gargano. I will say Johnny Gargano would be a decent wrestler if he was just a cruiserweight. You know, the problem here isn't that like Johnny Gargano shouldn't have a job. It's that to see Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee is just ridiculous. It's just preposterous. There's no chance, you know. You think Velveteen Dream is guilty of his accusations? I haven't read all of them, but I believe. Let me just do like a post-match beatdown on this cuck. Actually, it's AJ Styles, who's not a cuck at all. I love AJ Styles. But here's the thing. It's like, I don't want to believe it because I like Velveteen Dream. But his gimmick, motherfucks, I can't like, just ignore that his gimmick is that he's weird as shit. I hope it's not true, obviously. Just because, you know, he's a human being. Here it is. The GTS suplex, also known as the bro to sleep. And now, before we finish this off, take this, AJ. Kick to the head. Repeated elbows. Bitch! Bro mission! So yeah, Johnny Gargano sucks. Velveteen Dream's accusations, I don't know. I hear that there's a lot of them. So odds are that if there's like 10, it's unrealistic to say that he committed all 10. But it's also unrealistic to say that he's innocent of all 10 either. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I really hope it's not true. If it is, he should be fired because that's like a crime, you know, but it is what it is. I actually want to see him versus Brock. Yeah, I agree. He's also not got a legit background. Matt Riddle is awesome. It says here, he should beat WWE champ. He even followed me back on Twitter. Nice. That's pretty cool. Build height in UFC, though. He might be 6 feet and something. Matt Riddle would maul Finn Balor and Seth Rollins probably at the same time. He would probably beat their asses at the same time. By the way, Matt Riddle defeated John Jones in a pure wrestling match. What? Never heard of that. Talking about the pure sport. That's pretty cool, if that's true. Sonic the Hedgehog. I would love to see Matt Riddle as WWE champ right now. Why the fuck not? Let's be honest. I love me some Drew McIntyre, but this has been a flop of a reign. The Smart Buster said an overall of 250 reasons why AJ Styles sucks, blows, stinks, swallows, and scucks. I agree. Yeah, they hate the guy, LMAO. I understand that the guy is a main event material, but he's not bad. He's decent. The bro to sleep. That's right. That's what it's called. The bro to sleep. It's his GTS and suplex. So that's what I gotta say about that, motherfucks. I think AJ Styles is great. Like I love AJ Styles. AJ Styles is one of those guys that like he's so underrated, like on the mic and things like that, and he like seldom botches. He's a good guy to have around. I'm not saying he's the next Brock, but like AJ Styles shows more promise than like Cedric Alexander or than Mustafa Ali. You know what I mean? So that's what I gotta say about that. All right, motherfucks. I'm gonna try to end the stream now if I can figure that shit out, and I'm gonna try to see like how it turned out on YouTube and maybe go from there. I don't know. We'll see, motherfucks. Anyways, thanks a lot for joining. Next time I do one of these, I'm gonna announce it in advance and do it at a later time so more people can join, hopefully. But I know I gotta build this audience just like I built the other one, little by little, and we will see. I don't know what you guys see on your side. All I see here is like a bunch of like widgets and shit like that. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah. If anyone wrote comments on somewhere that I can't read them, sorry. If anyone left me like whatever this other shit, like super stickers or like whatever all this shit, thanks. I can't see them either. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I fucking suck. So there you go. Let me see if I can activate my Meowth before I get out of here. Or my Meowth. Didn't fucking work. Fuck my ass. All right, motherfuckers. With that, see you guys later. I'm gonna try to keep the lover locked up. I will. I'm gonna try to like watch some wrestling today after my poker game and maybe do like a Wednesday night review. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, try to call. Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I really do appreciate every single one of you that shows up here. I never thought I'd be able to one day do live streams with more than like myself. If I'm being honest. So there you go, motherfuckers.